Alright folks, welcome back. I am Shipwreck Sean, and today I'm going to be testing out a new sailing game, Sail the Seas. This game's been recommended to me by a couple of people, and I've watched a couple of videos about it online, and it looks right up my street. So we're just going to jump straight into things with a new game, and I'll see you there. Alright folks, so we've opened up the game, we've got the Sailor's Handbook here. So I'm going to have a quick skim through it, and to those of you who want to get right into the action, I will of course include chapters. So first of all, the basics. Interact using the F key. All well and good. This is all our vitals, etc. So we've got income, health, water, food, stamina, tiredness, and the date. It is July the 24th, and I don't know what year it is. I imagine we're around the age of sail. And then we have the wind speed here and the sun and moon positions. Okay, very interesting. Sailing, maybe I'll have a look at this when I'm on the boat, but yep, all looks pretty standard to me. Yep, okay. Navigation. Now, I do already know that in this game, the game actually provides its own navigation tools, which I'm pretty excited about. So we'll give that a wee bash. Trading. That's the trade office, so we'll need to find that. Ships. I don't think I'll be purchasing a new ship anytime soon. And you can hire crew. Hire crew in taverns. Currently they cost 20 per day. Each consumes 1 food and water. In ship log, assign them to shifts open orders menu with O or 0. Okie dokie. Let's have a look at this fine vessel we've got here. So, if this is indeed ours... Sorry, I've just been distracted by this. If this little vessel is ours, then we have... First of all, we've got a Union Jack up there, so that and all the buildings on this bridge, I imagine, means that we're in London. And we're certainly around the age of sail looking at the buildings. So maybe late 17th century, something like that. Or maybe the 1800s. But yes, we have ourselves what looks to me like a topsail gaff sloop. It looks like we've got 3 head sails to play with. Obviously you can make out your gaff there, much like the one I've got in my Sailwind Let's Play. And then I can see a set of yards up here, which I imagine will be our topsail. When we do want to set sail, it looks like the flag is blowing directly into the harbour wall here. And so it's going to be quite tough to get out. Do I want to do a tour of the boat first, or do I want to find the... Yeah, let's jump on board, have a wee peek around. Wait. Okay. So we've got mainsail halyard. Oh, nice. So much like Sailwind, if you press C, you get a full view of the vessel here. So mainsail halyard. Guessing that'll be our gaff there. Topsail halyard. Okie dokie. We've got some belay pins. Drop anchor at position. Or drop anchor, okay. I'm guessing this is like kedging. Mooring lines. We don't appear to actually be moored at all using any lines. Maybe an anchor's down. This looks to me like a big old timey winch. More mooring lines on the port side. Drop anchor and drop anchor at position. Oh, and can I crouch? Yes, we've got staysail, jib and outer jib. Very nice. What else do we have? We've got a hatch where we can go down below. Nice and spacious in here. I have watched a couple of YouTubers play this game before, so I'm aware that unlike other sailing games, we don't have to manually bring any of our cargo in. It will just automatically end up there. We've got a little pump here for pumping out water. I'm hitting F and nothing's happening, so that tells me that there's no water. Topsail yard here. Another topsail yard. And I'm sure I saw in the manual, yep. Oh, we have the mainsail sheets up on the roof of our little cabin here. Into the cabin, we've got a bed to sleep, a kitchen with nothing in it. Oh, we've got a map. Right, this is where things are going to get fun. So maybe we can sail to the Americas, but it doesn't look like there's any towns. This game is early access, of course, so maybe that'll happen in the future. We think we're in London. So, oh, here we go. Last taken coordinates, 0.19 longitude, 51.52 latitude. So if I go over to London, 51.52, roughly about there. I know it says 54, but it's a bit fiddly. And if I bring in 19. So we're there. Can I mark? Draw perhaps? Can I zoom in any further? Yes, I can. Draw. We'll use a blue one. It was 1951.52. I'll just go with that. There's our starting position. Fabulous. I would like... Oh, whoops. I would like to get a sail to Edinburgh. I think that would be quite fun. Going through the channel would be quite fun. Or maybe heading up to the Scandinavian countries. And the Baltic too, of course. Okay, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this game, I think. So that's a wee look at the map. We've got a ship's log. Our ship is called Betty. And we've got the ship weight. And then the fuel weight, I'm guessing that will go up when our capacity fills. Oh, we are going to rename the ship to... Wait. Bonnie. For those of you joining me for the first time... Oh, she is a sloop with the single mast. For those of you joining me for the first time, Bonnie is the name of my cat. And that is also the name of our sloop. And our dhow and sailwind. Right, okay, so I had a look around. Now I'm going to try and find a contract. Alright folks, so I've had a look around. Up here is actually a tavern. And I thought that was where I could buy food and water for the vessel. But all it did was give me food and water for my person right now. You can also stay the night, or you can hire crew from there. But then I've discovered this building with the two shields at the front. You can open the door. And here we have our Chippy Chappy. Looking very cheery. Is that Jason Statham? Anyway, so I can press F to trade. And now I need to pick a mission. Now, I was hoping to go to Edinburgh today. To Casablanca in Morocco. That's tempting because that would take me through the channel. I don't know how long it's going to take me, is the only thing. This video will just be as long as it needs to be. There's La Rochelle, great rugby team there, or at least they used to be a great rugby team. Sebastopol, I thought it was Sevastopol. Sebastopol down here, obviously. Very important. I don't know what year this is. So we'll just say Crimean port. Keep ourselves politically correct. We've got a mission to Oslo in Norway. We can do Venice in Italy. I don't know if Italy's been formed at this point in time. It might just be Venice, the independent state. We can go to Genoa. Or Genoa. Apologies, Italians. Or we can go to Athens in Greece. So some options there. We can also trade, which I don't think I'm going to mess around with for this first impressions video. I am very tempted to do a series with this game though. And we can buy supplies. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep... Well, I'm going to see if by restarting the game it gives you different options. And if that doesn't work, I will go and spend a night in the tavern and see if that gives you options. So I'll be back with you once I've got a mission to Edinburgh. See you shortly. Oh look, it's a different guy this time. Same expression. Nope. No missions to Edinburgh in this one. I could go to Sardinia. We could head across to Dansk. But nope, I'm going to keep looking. Alright folks, I'm still on the hunt for a mission to Edinburgh. But I did just notice this on my 7th attempt at starting a new game. It looks like we have options for sailing instruments. We've got a hand compass, a clock, a chip log, a lantern and a spyglass. So that's nice. Well folks, after exiting and pressing new game probably about 11 times, we have a mission to Edinburgh. Or Edinburgh. I don't know what's going on with some of the spellings in this game, but I can promise you that is not how you spell Edinburgh. Maybe it was in ye olden days, but it looks like there are 21 barrels and it'll get us a tidy little profit of 446. So I'm going to smash that accept button. And now I'm going to have a look at supplies. So yep, our cargo space is 21 out of 40. I'm not too sure how much food and water you do actually need in this game. Is it like, they said a crew uses 1 per day, right? But I'm not taking crew. I'll maybe regret this. I'm going to take 2 of each. And just hope that that lasts. I imagine it's 2 crates and not like 2 bits of banana or something like that. We've got 2 of those. Do we want candles? Maybe. Yep, let's take some candles. And maybe, I mean, we've got enough space to trade. There's a star there. That must be a good thing, right? Yeah, I'm going to take... Let's remember, we bought the cloth for 80 gold. I'm going to take 2 of those just for a bit of experimentation. And obviously our guy is looking different. He's grown a moustache and lost his hair. And it's Jason Statham with a moustache. Anyway, cheers. And all of my reloading, the wind hasn't changed much. So it leaves us with the same challenge of getting out of port, which I believe is probably going to be done by utilising the kedging anchors. So if I'm heading out, first of all actually, so it was, okay, so 4 brings me my handheld compass. And we're wanting to head pretty much east, southeast along the River Thames. So if we're heading east, can I? Yes, I can. We will be at pretty much a beam reach-ish. So I want to prepare a couple of sails for that. I'll maybe go the jib. Oh, and that's my cat come to say hello, reminding me that I do need to change the name again since this is a new save. I mean, we might even be able to turn like that. Could I completely pull in the sheet on this side and that might start her to turn? I mean, it will take a long while. Let's just keep that sheet there for now. Gonna go over to the steering wheel, the helm, thank you very kindly, and just encourage the rudder round. It does look like we are slowly turning, so at least we know with a wall behind us and with the jib out, we can catch the wind. We look like we might be kind of getting close to close haul territory. Oh, and she has nudged forward a bit. There we go. We're moving. So, yep, it's going to let her turn around a bit. Bring the steering back. Oh, still turning. There we go. We've got a little brass disc there to signify to us when our rudder is in the centre. Just going to lock it on that side actually because our jib sheet is pulled right in, which means it's acting as a windbreak. But now we are at that beam reach, so I could open up the jib quite a bit. And just get us moving forward, and I'll think about opening up some other sails. So obviously she's turning on her own now that we've got the wheel and rudder centred, and that's a result of wind only getting to our head sail or the jib. We do have another boat out there. I'll get a quick look at that, see if I can identify. Just going to lock the rudder to starboard a touch whilst I go and look here. Now I believe that is a gaff schooner because it's 2-masted and the mast aft is taller than the mast forward. So you have a main mast and a forward mast as opposed to a main mast and a mizzen mast. Correct me if I'm wrong, folks. But we are leaving London town. And where was the mainsail halyard? But I don't want to lift that up whilst these stairs just aren't steering. I don't want to open up the sail whilst the sheet's right in. So we're going to just press W to let that out. I'm going to come back and readjust the steering wheel as we are getting close to that sandbank. Oh, I'm liking this. Bring that to centre where the brass is. And we're going to WS to deploy. That should balance us out a touch. Might even be more wind hitting our mainsail now. Is she turning on her own to starboard? I think she might be just a touch, but I'm going to just encourage that a wee bit more because this sandbank here is worrying me. Now there's a couple of times I've pressed C and I've noticed that there's a fast travel, which I'll let you in a little secret. I was aware of that already through watching various YouTubers, so I'm pretty keen to see what that's going to be like. But so that we don't have a sort of gap in the wind, I would like to bring out the staysail. And let out the sheet on the windward side. Very nice. And then I will adjust course so that we are not facing towards any land, and I'll go for a wee deke about, take stock. Right, okay, so here's all our cargo. I'm guessing our cargo, food and water and candles. I should probably close that hatch whilst we're taking water onto the deck. Can I pump that out? 2 pumps. 2 pumps full of water. Right, we are headed between east and southeast, so east-southeast. And that is still towards land. So I'm going to pull us round ever so slightly to pretty much east. And we'll be able to tell if she's turning on her own. So we're just shy of east there. I think we can leave her to it for now. Right, first things first is we need to rename the ship again, because I started like 11 new saves. So there we go. We have Bonnie yet again, our sloop. And we will also need to create a starting point on the map, which, if I remember rightly, was 19 longitude and 51.52, was it? Yeah. So that's where we've started. We're currently 46. So yep, not gone very far at all, and then 51.47. Roughly there. I might get these slightly off, but I don't want to spend forever trying to get the perfect reading. Kitchen. So 2 food, 2 water, and we can eat and drink either 1 ration or a half ration. So I think I will wait until my hunger meter and thirst meter have gone down a bit more. We are turning quite a lot with the mainsail, so I'm going to let out the outer jib and then do the same with the outer jib sheet, and that should hopefully balance us out. And if we're still imbalanced, I could always bring in some of the, what would I say, the main sail. The wind is, we're actually sailing downwind, so I can let this mainsail out quite a bit, and I can probably, yeah, I can probably let out the top sail, but I'm going to pull the yards in before I do that. Somewhere there. And we're going to unleash. And we have all sails are moving. Press Q to hide UI. Oh, something popped there. Something popped again. It doesn't like me hiding the UI. But I mean, that's got to be a... I hate doing this on camera, but that's a print screen moment, if ever I saw one. You might have just seen the thumbnail there, folks, but you'll already be aware of that. Right, okay, so do I want to just pot her along like this? It looks like she is still turning slightly to starboard. Maybe if I pull the main sheet in so the angle is not too extreme with the wind. I'm sure there's a proper nautical term for that. It's not even lost to me, I just don't know it. Right, that looks better. So I think what we want to do... Was that rain? No. What we want to do is... Let's come up with a sail plan. Let's use red. So the wind is blowing roughly northeast. So if I press escape, 4 to get rid of that. Grab red and I'll just do some random lines northeast. Oh my word. Random lines. There we go. That's northeast, roughly like that. This might look horrendous, but it'll make sense to me. So right now we're sailing with the wind slightly behind us. So then when we get to about here, longitude 1.28 and lat 51.49, thereabouts, we can actually just head completely downwind northeast for a bit. And then think about our tack up. It might not even be a tack actually, be a jibe up northwest. And then we'll see what the weather's like when we get to Edinburgh. That spelling is throwing me off. We're on our way to Edinburgh, folks. Pump some water out. I do want to try this change speed. So if I press plus, we get 3 times, plus again, 5 times, plus again, 10 times, plus... Okay, it looks like 10 times is the maximum. And we only did that for about a second, but I want to see where we have ended up after the process there. I'm loving the fact that you can draw on this map. So we're at 145 and then 51.84. Roughly here. So yeah, we can blast northeast and not even for that long. So I'm going to hit 4, hold the wheel, turn, keep her till she's northeast, hugging the coast, bring the wheel round so that the brass is upright, and I'm not going to lock the wheel. I'm just going to let her do her thing. She's now completely downwind. So I'm just keeping an eye to make sure she doesn't turn. I'm going to micro adjust this top sail. Sorry if the camera's all over the place, folks. As I say, it's a new game, so I'm also a bit all over the place myself. Oh, and whilst I'm apologising, I apologise, it's been about a week since I uploaded my last video. I've been keeping pretty consistent since I started YouTube. But I got hit by what started off as a very sore throat, which you might still be able to hear. But even worse, that turned into toothache, which I am still dealing with at this moment in time. However, I have the correct pharmaceuticals, and being Scottish, I've had a 1 dram, so 1 small cup of whiskey as well. And between the whiskey and the pharmaceuticals, I am feeling next to no pain anymore, which is good. So yes, I apologise for the delay, but I have been struggling with me health. I've had the scurvy, lads. But I'm feeling a tad better. I did just work a 12-hour shift today, so I thought if I can do a 12-hour shift, I can sail from London to Edinburgh. Easy peasy. It's a pretty game. We go for another one, folks. Okay, that's the last time I do that on camera, I promise. Right, close these doors. I don't want water getting in. Our energy bar, or tiredness bar, is getting close to halfway down. But I think I'd like to be headed northwest before I sleep, because I don't want to sleep and then wake up in Norway. Not that there's anything wrong with Norway. It's just not the way I am heading. Absolutely Norway. I am going that way. Right. Might be cutting it a bit close to this sandbank you can see just above the topsail there. Well, let's speed up and see what happens. Nice. I don't know if speeding up counts as cheating. But as I say, I don't want this video to be hours and hours long. Maybe one. Right. Where on earth, literally, are we? 174 and 52.33. Roughly here. And if I grab the line tool... Oh, sorry, my new mouse is awkward. There we go. We can see where we've gone. It's still July 24th, so we've not passed any days. And if you look at the wind meter, just 2 bars across from the date, you can see that we're doing pretty well with wind. So I think I'm just going to speed us past this little sandbank here. Turn us northwest. Then I'll adjust the sails accordingly. And then I will test my favourite part of sailing games, which is the danger nap. It doesn't look like we're going to get perfect northwest, because we will slam straight into what I imagine is East Anglia. Let's have a peek. Yep, okay, so this part of England is called East Anglia. Yeah, I actually went to a boat building school down, I think it was round here somewhere, in Lowestoft. So that's a fun little shipwreck Sean fact. Right, back to the... I keep going to press Alt-Tab, but nope, because the navigation is within the game. Very exciting. I don't think we need to do too much. I will let out the mainsail a bit. It doesn't matter if she starts turning slightly on her own, because we will round East Anglia, and then we've just got this open sea here all the way up into Edinburgh. Edinburgh. I promise that's not... I mean, I don't think it's the whiskey talking, but it certainly might be the painkillers as well. I know you're not supposed to mix those, but needs must. Toothache is not fun. Very nice. I think we can bring the topsail yard round a bit. Somewhere like that. She's healing quite a wee bit there, but... Okay, that's water just going over the hatch, so is that more in? 2 lots. Okay. So maybe we are healing too much, but I'd rather find out the hard way. I'm going to zip us past this little land, because as I say, I'd like to head more northwest and do the danger nap. Right, that's about as close to northwest as I want to be going. She is still turning slightly to starboard, but that's fine. Okay, so before danger nap, we're going to find out where we are, which is 147 longitude, and latitude is 52.89. So here we are, folks. This is before danger nap. I love it. Danger nap. Right. Enough tomfoolery. Let's go to bed. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay, fortunately you can't escape out of the danger nap, because we're about to hit some land. Let's turn us away from that. I don't know if you guys noticed that, because it all went by so quickly there, but I believe we were going at 30 times speed. And when you come out here, the highest you get is 10 times. So napping seems to be the way to go in this game. Where are we? After that very short danger nap. We're at 14 longitude and 53.78 latitude. About here. Okay, so we just need to head north past this little bit of land here. I'm going to bring the mainsail sheet in, because that is turning us, I believe. Yes, it looks like it. So bring the main sheet in, and then I'm going to speed us past this toty bit of land. I know speeding's cheating, folks, but this is a first impressions video. Maybe when and if, I'll keep it mysterious, when and if I do a Let's Play series with this game, maybe there will be no time warp or anything like that. But who knows, because I'd like to do a test and see how long this sail would take in real time. Right, she has turned north again. So let's get her back to... Actually, I don't want northwest, do I? I want north-northwest. I think that was my error last time. That'll do. And let's sleep again. Yeah, top right corner, game speed 30 times. It is starting to rain. Our energy level hasn't even gone up, so we've barely slept. Oh, we're bringing in a lot of water. Okay, so topsail in. Because we don't want to completely heal before we run the risk of a complete sinking. Welcome to the latest installment of Where the Hell Am I? Right, minus 143. Oh, we're getting close. It's going to be a quick video. 5610. Oh my word, we've actually overshot a bit. We just need to now head direct west for Edinburgh. So most of this game, this video so far, has been me leaving the Thames estuary, and now we're heading in the Forth estuary. See this little bit of land here at the top? That's where Shipwreck Sean's from, or at least where he lived as a child. But yeah, now we need to book it westward. And it looks like the angle of sail is going to be absolutely fine with that. Haven't done any tacking in this video. Would have been good to test and see how she gets on with that. But I suppose mission 1 is just get to Edinburgh. I'm never going to get used to that. Right, maybe a bit of a close reach there. Let's leave it at that. Now our food and thirst, hunger and thirst have gone down a bit. So thirst has gone down the most. So let's drink a half ration. Okay, so that's about half my thirst. And my water's gone down from 2 to 1.95. So yeah, 2 of each was plenty. That'll do me a few sails back and forward. Hunger, we'll just have a half ration. We're treating ourselves. Right, we're headed northwest, which is not ideal. So I'm going to take in the outer jib. Where are you? There we go. Stowing. W to stow. In fact, what other... Oh, we've got a chip log. Right. Watching and waiting. Oofed. Okay, we've got almost got a solid 10 knots there. That's decent. I don't think I've ever went that fast in sailwind. I know you shouldn't compare games, but I mean, all I seem to do these days is play sailing games, so my mind is completely tarnished with sailwind. But I did prefer the chip log here. I don't know if that's just because I'm going faster. I imagine I'll slow down a bit now that I've brought in one of the jibs. Still pretty close. Close to 10. But bringing in the jib has balanced out our direction a bit, which is wonderful. Wunderbar. And we got a nice little night light, so we can see what we're pumping. Right, so 4 is compass, 5 is clock. Okay, so it is 20 to 7. No. 20 to 10. I am a modern man. I did grow up with analog clocks. I should know better than that. But yes, it is almost July 25th in a couple of hours. It looks like 1 second in this game, or is that a minute? A minute's maybe about 5 seconds. Did the wind just change on us there? Don't think we need this night light, do we? Okay, so, and then 6 was our chip log. 7, oh, we get our own little lantern. Very nice. Molto bene. And 8. Well, would you look at that? I don't think I can zoom in or out with the spyglass. Oh, but still, the option of having one, I'm very happy with that. Let's do a little reading since we have turned ourselves in towards Edinburgh. So we're at -179 and 56.26. Okie doke. So we actually want to be heading just... Let's have a look here. Let's zoom right out. So I think I can't use my mouse whilst I'm in this view. So there is westward, and we're already heading slightly south of westward down what looks to me like the Forth estuary. This estuary up in this direction will be the Tay estuary, down the River Tay towards Dundee. But we're headed down the Forth. I don't imagine there'll be any Forth Road or rail bridge in this game. Still needs the 1900s update. But yeah, London to Edinburgh in a day. I didn't check what time it was when we left. I imagine about noon or thereabouts. But yeah, let's just play around with the speedy up. Get us into the estuary or the river. And I was going to say until we can spot Edinburgh, but I think I just have. There is. So there's not much to the towns in this game. It's got a cute charm to it. But they all seem to be kind of like one street. I guess all it's doing is showing off the port, which would technically, if you want to be awkward, technically make that Leith, not Edinburgh. But I get it. Wind-wise, still pretty chuffed with that. Although our stay sail is causing us problems. Surprised I never noticed that. Because when we actually turn towards Edinburgh, we'll be at a bit more of a close halt. So I better prepare for that. Oh, I've just hit out. Bring that in a touch. F to let go. F for the jib sheet. Let that out. And then F to let go. I think maybe it's worth getting used to actually just watching this way and learning how the sails interact, where they move. That stay sail can come in a bit if we're going to be close hauling. Somewhere like that, I'm happy with. And we'll turn on our night lights since it is getting pretty dark now. Right, it looks like I can turn us towards Edinburgh now. Like so. Here we go. Straighten it up. It's harder to see this brass ring at the top of the spoke here in the dark. What just happened there? Seems to be a lot of like wee glitches in the wind. Oh, and we've got the light inside the cabin as well. Look at that. And then if I go a step further, it's like Blackpool illuminations out here. Get this water pumped out. We want to be as light as possible because we will be bringing in our sails when we get closer to Edinburgh. We did do a little bit of a fast travel. This is a bit awkward how you have to keep swapping from draw and interact. But it's an awkward thing and an otherwise like amazing addition to a game. And no, I'm not paid to say any of this. I am just having a great time. There we go. Right, we're getting pretty close to, I'll just say it properly, Edinburgh. And I suppose it doesn't really matter what way we go in. I'm probably going to keep playing this once I've completed the... When I get to Edinburgh and complete the mission, that'll be the end of the video. But I'm definitely going to continue playing this game. It only cost me something like $15, like £15. And so far I'm pretty happy with that. I'm very excited to see what sailing around the Mediterranean is going to be like. I'd imagine if you had like a whole afternoon free, you could just set sail from, I don't know, like London to somewhere in Italy and just enjoy the whole sail. Like, you know, going through the Channel, through the Bay of Biscay, around Iberia, through the, oh, what's that channel called? It's not the Granada Channel. What's the Gibraltar? Through that channel there, straight along the Med to wherever your destination is. That could be quite fun. So far the wind has been really good for us though. I haven't had to do any close haul sailing. So I'm not going to judge the game on easiness just yet, because I went through the exact same thing with Sailwind, and I thought, this game's super easy, I'm great at this game. And then what I felt in my head should have been like a half a day sail from Gold Rock City to Alchemist Island ended up taking me like days. I almost starved, almost failed the missions. And that's where I learnt a lot about Sailwind's point of sales. But we're not playing Sailwind, we're playing Sail the Seas. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit because we are heading very slowly now. You can see I'm on 10 times speed and everything is moving quickish. Head out, maybe do a little chip log reading. Imagine we're quite a bit slower now. Wow, that's a whole lot slower. 0.82 knots. So I guess, excuse me, this is as close haul sailing as it's going to get. And I'm actually going to turn us a starboard a touch, so I do not want to go dead in the water, which might have even just happened there. Lock that. There we go. Okay, that was way more of a turn than I was hoping, but at the very least it will have sped us up. See, this is where the games really put you to the test. Docking. Because it's not just go bird towards the port, it's you've got to think about the wind direction. What I didn't think about there was the fact that I was going to slow down quite a bit because I was turning into the wind. You know, it's a proper sailing game. I seem to be stuck. There we go. So, okay. There's not much to the towns, but it's a sailing game. I keep pressing 8 to do that, and then, oh, we got a little shipwreck there. Shipwreck Sean. We're now at the point where, yeah, I need to start actually sailing properly instead of just talking nonsense. See how much of a close haul we can get away with in this direction. And we might do a little tack before we come into port. I'm going to speed this up. Right, tacking time. Let's just go for it. No preparation, no nothing. She has tacked very well. The sails are not in a great position, but that's okay because as long as we're moving forward, we'll be alright. And in fact, I'm going to get rid of the jib. And I'm going to get rid of the mainsail because we are going very fast towards this dock. And since we're going fast, I'm going to attempt another tack. Hopefully I've bought us enough time there. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, but we've done it. Start easing off on the helm. Straighten her up. In a touch. And then bank it completely to starboard. And then we're going to run out. Grab a mooring line. And we can just throw it like that. Mooring distance. Going to pull that in. Just like that, folks. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Right, turn off all our lights. Can I use a mooring line for the stern there? Have I just used... Okay, both on the same bollards, but that's okay. I'm going to pull in with the stern. Oshia. Oh my god. Sorry, headphone users. Maybe leaving the sails out wasn't the brightest idea here. I don't know if you will have heard that, but basically, by pulling in the stern line, I've just destroyed the boat. And I think there's damage in this game. Excuse me, that's my throat going again. Oh, we brought in a lot of water. Jeezy peeps, I was not aware of that. It just keeps going. Does it just go on forever? If I burst a hole in the bottom of the hull? I don't remember, like, doing anything to take in this much. Oh well. Right, let's get onto land. Oh, we've got a wee guy over here. Alright, who are you? The shipyard is in his bowels. Fix hull, clean barnacles and repaint. I mean, it's... we don't have much money left, but I think after all that smashing, that would be a wise thing to do. The ship's worth 6,500. Good to know as a sort of frame of reference for the economy in this game. This looks a lot like the tavern that I was in, but it doesn't appear like anyone's working this one. This is Edinburgh. There's bound to be people in the taverns. Ah, here we go, the other side. So this is roughly what I was in when I was in London. You go up here and then these are your options. Decent sailors, room for the night, drink, eat. We're down to 8 gold left though, so we can't afford anything. And here we have a building with shields. So I'm assuming that is our trader. In we go. I'm pretty sure you're the same guy I just bought stuff from in London. How did you get here before me? Trade. Oh, and there we go. Contract completed. So we basically just paid for the damage that we caused. Oh, but I also have cloth, don't I? And was it 80 we bought it for? Something like that? So, yep. So now I can sell those. And we have 656. And then I guess I would just look around for another contract. Probably a big money maker, wouldn't it? I could go to Riga for 2,734. That's just east. And then round the awkward part of Denmark and Sweden. And then just east. And then into... Oh my god, I'm going to get this wrong. Riga is either... it's either Lithuania, Latvia, or Estonia. Right, the capital of Estonia is Tallinn, is that right? So it's either Latvia or Lithuania. Anyone from the Baltics listening, I am very, very sorry. But yeah, we could pick a random mission there. And yeah, I guess that's Sail the Seas. So yeah, first impressions, I am a big fan. I already can't wait to go on the next sail. I don't imagine they're all going to be as easy as that. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you'd like to see more Sail the Seas videos, please let me know, because I would very much like to make some. And as I say, I apologise again for taking so long to upload a video, but hopefully this is me over the worst of it. So thank you to everyone who joined me, and I'll see you later. Cheerio.